Hello. Today I would like to share with you how I prefer to provide attribution for Creative Commons licensed images within a presentation. This is a continuation of a conversation that I recently had with Andy Brault via Google On-Air Hangout entitled Copyright, Copyleft, and Everything in Between. And if you search that title on YouTube, you'll find our entire 42-minute presentation, which discusses copyright, fair use, public domain, and Creative Commons licensed work. Today I'd like to focus specifically on Creative Commons licensed images. But before we dive into the tutorial, I want to explain to you how I'm creating it. I'm using a tool called the Nimbus Screenshot and Screencast extension for Google Chrome. Unfortunately, a number of the wonderful screencast tools that are available today won't work on a Chromebook. But if you search the Google Chrome web store for the Nimbus Screenshot and Screencast extension, you see it doing its work up here in the upper right-hand corner, you'll be able to create videos like this one on your Chromebook, or just take simple snapshots of what's happening on your screen. But I digress. Let's say that you have a student who is creating a presentation all about Romeo and Juliet. And their first slide says, "But soft, what light through yonder window breaks, is the east, and Juliet is the sun." While that statement from William Shakespeare is certainly beautiful in and of itself, it doesn't do this slide much justice. So let's go and see if we can find a picture that will spice it up just a bit. If we head over to flickrcc.net, which will allow us to search all of the Flickr repository for Creative Commons licensed images, you see that the default search here is for landscape. I'm going to go ahead instead and type in Verona balcony because I want a balcony in Verona. I'm also going to check both the for editing and the commercial boxes. And I do this because I want to find the most lenient Creative Commons licensed work that I can. So if I choose to remix it, I'll have that ability. And checking those two boxes will help me to find those types of images. So if I continue that search for Verona balcony and click on find, I find, surprised, a number of balconies. If I click on this one here, this one looks very good, except it's a little small, so I'm going to expand that to medium by clicking on the medium link. And I'm going to go ahead and right-click on the image. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it directly into my presentation. And we'll move that down just a little bit. But I haven't provided attribution to the original creator of this work. So how do I do that? Well, I can go back to flickrcc.net, and I can click on the image title, which happens to be called The Capulet Residence. When I do that, it actually takes me out to Flickr, so I can see who actually took this picture, LMB it looks like here. And I can also see what the Creative Commons license is. We see here that it says Some Rights Reserved. When I click on that link, I'll get an explanation of the license itself. In this case, it's an Attribution 2.0 generic license, CC by 2.0, allowing me to share and adapt this work. Well, if I scroll down a little bit further, I'll see a link that says use the license for your own material. When I click on that, I get a number of different images. This icon here is one that I'm going to go ahead and copy. So again, I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to copy the image, and I'm going to paste that image back into my Romeo and Juliet presentation, and I'm going to overlay it on top of our picture of the balcony. Yet I still have not given it full attribution. So I have to go back to Flickr. I have to copy out that URL that takes us to this image, go back to the presentation, find the link icon in our dashboard here, and as long as I have the attribution link image highlighted, I can paste that link back to Flickr as a link within the presentation. And now, if I go ahead and click on Present, anyone who views this presentation will be able to highlight that attribution image, and it will take them straight out to Flickr so they can see who took that original picture, and thereby giving them the correct attribution. Now, I do recommend that if you're going to be using a number of Creative Commons licensed images, that you create a slide with those individual pictures on it, so you don't have to go through that whole use this license process to find the attribution icon that you want to use. As you get better at this, you'll recognize that a by SA license is attribution share alike CC by SA, and you can simply copy that out of your slide and then paste that onto your image. And make sure you hyperlink back to that Flickr image. So it's as simple as that. That's how you would provide, or how I prefer to provide, attribution to a Creative Commons licensed image within a presentation. I hope this has helped you, and thanks for watching.